When it came to edible fruit, nature thrived. But by then, things had begun to change. But we still have an opportunity to... Do you aspire to an uncomplicated and fulfilling way of life? I'm Diane Squires, aka Deanne. That's what all my friends call me. I'm an island woman living on the island of Barbados and walking my path to a big and simple life. Walk with me and learn with me. Welcome to the Island Woman Podcast. Today's episode is a bit of story time and a lot of nostalgia for nature as a part of my island life. Something I feel is being lost. You see, between the ages of 5 and 10 years old, while I attended primary school in St. Philip here in Barbados, I walked to and from school. And I have really fond memories of stopping to pick and eat fruit from random trees on my way home. Depending on the season, I could get a belly full of fruit before getting home. Plums, gooseberries, and dunks. Those are the ones that I remember the most. On the school compound itself, we could eat our fill of tamarinds when they were in season. At home, we had banana trees, coconut trees, a pear tree, a golden apple tree. Some of you would know that as June plum. And at one point, we had a mango tree too. And when my sisters and I stayed at our grandfather's house in St. John, there was no shortage of Bajan cherries and golden apples straight from the trees on the property. When it came to edible fruit, nature thrived. And when it came to health, I thrived. I don't even remember being sick with a major cold or anything major until maybe my late teens. But by then, things had begun to change. There was a lot more focus on the built environment. More homes, more supermarkets, more malls, more banks, more hotels. Then building more became building bigger. Bigger homes, bigger supermarkets, bigger malls, bigger hotels. There was this pursuit of development as building things, and a lot less in the pursuit of nurturing the beauty and abundance of nature. And this was all happening as Barbados was making the shift from an agricultural economy, mainly based on sugarcane and its byproducts, to a tourism and service-based economy throughout the 1980s and 90s. As a younger person at the time, it was exciting to see change. New things? I mean, growing up in the 80s, you have to understand that if you were in a rural area in Barbados, sugarcane was so pervasive, you could see fields and fields of it from the time you stepped out your door. And it was that way for me. I remember feeling relieved when the annual cane harvest, what we called crop season, came around. Those fields would finally be leveled and you could see miles into the distance. I would feel less hemmed in and less inhibited by that 8-foot-high wall of sugarcane. With more buildings, that then meant less sugarcane fields, as a lot of that land gradually switched from agricultural to commercial use or to residential developments. The sugar industry itself was becoming less profitable and owners were shifting their interests. So less sugarcane fields, feeling less hemmed in. I mean, that was a positive for me at the time. Overall, there was a lot to love. Better roads, great. Air-conditioned buildings, cool. Leveled, lush lawns, nice. Fancier vehicles, impressive. Trendier garments, attractive. More housing developments, absolutely necessary. Except by the time my son was the age I was when I could get a belly full from fruit trees on my way home from school, he couldn't have that experience. A couple of reasons. Well, progress. He didn't go to school by walking. He was driving in a car. And that's a story for another time. But also, secondly, with building development also came the loss of random fruit trees found near the side of the road. I mean, I used to tease my son about not having the type of childhood experience I had Although, in retrospect, I admit it's really partially my fault. But why do I give all of this backstory? Why the nostalgia? I tell you this to just express how I miss nature in that way. Just random ways to feed yourself. I miss that part of island life, and I'm sure other people still live that way and other people like me miss it. But I mean, for me, it's really more nostalgia than anything else. And I'm not absolutely sure that it's been replaced by real progress. The experience of nature is such a big part of what is unique about island life in the tropics. Diverse plant life, topography that changes within a few short miles, shady, breezy spots. Those are some of the things I treasure the most about life on my island, but a lot of it is lost. And I will take the blame on behalf of my generation. I'll take some of it. We haven't helped. We have been part of the bigger is better era of development. But we still have an opportunity to nourish nature, to make nature nourishing a major industry, if you will, a nature nourishing industry to retain the natural beauty of our island, which is often the main attraction for visitors anyway. A nature nourishing industry to feed ourselves better. A nature nourishing industry to pass on something viable and enjoyable to future generations. In the meantime, here at home, much like our parents and our grandparents before us did, we're planting fruit trees and ground provisions. We're gradually learning what grows best in our salt environment, and we're hoping to make our little slice of property more of a nature haven. But I have to confess, I am looking forward to walking down some random road somewhere, sometime soon, and randomly picking fruit to eat from the side of the road. So, what's your take on nature in your island or wherever you live? Has it changed? Are things better or worse in your opinion? Do you care? Am I the only one feeling this nostalgia? Let me know. Tell me. Put it in the comments. Anyway, that's it for now. And if you've made it to the end of this episode with me, thank you so much for taking the time. If you liked it, share it with a friend, leave a comment, or both. If you watched on YouTube, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell icon to get notified when the next episode goes live. This has been episode 6 of the Island Woman podcast. I'm your Island Woman, Diane Squires, aka Deanne. Until next time, peace.